Well, we've changed fonts with your basic WordPress options using a couple of plugins to change the fonts. But if you're going to get serious about your WordPress site or get serious about developing sites in WordPress, you really want to know your CSS to be able to go right into the child theme and edit the CSS, and it's your best, most reliable results. And what you want to do is, as a subscriber, you want to go into the Dreamweaver CC video tutorial section and check out our 20 videos on, especially the videos CSS 3, must-knows for CSS, and if you're going to change the width and height of all kinds of stuff in your themes, and your fonts, images, slideshows, stuff like that, then you want to check out the CSS3 layout section. But for now, we're going to go in here, and before we start changing fonts, you have to figure out what CSS it is that you actually want to edit. Now, I want to change this to a different color. I want to change this to a different color, and I want to change this to a different color. And, you know, I want to make them bigger, taller, whatever. I just want to change them. So I bet that there's going to be different things that I'm going to have to change in the CSS to get each one done. But before I do that, I have to figure out which CSS selectors I need to target to make those changes. And to do that, in any browser, all you have to do is control-click or right-click on the element's name and go to Inspect Element. This is pretty cool, and it's free. And you come in here and notice it tells you, hey, this is an H1 tag. This is an H1, and this H1 is up here under one post, which you'll find in the CSS. You'll see a little tooltip way up there, right below the slideshow. I can't point at it because the tooltip will go away. But it's an H1 in one dash post, and you can see over here it tells me the font family, the point size, all that kind of stuff. So I found one thing that I want to change. That's the H1 tag in that div. If I come down here, inspect this element, well, this is just this is an H1 in the post body. And what you want to do is you want to make notes to yourself. You might have to make notes to yourself, post.body H1, okay? And then also I'm going to want to change this title up here. Notice when I hover over it, this whole beam, that looks like it might be an image perhaps, I don't know. So I'm going to inspect element, and sure enough, it is in the div ID called logo, and it is an image. Here you go. The image is called logo.ping. So we're going to swap that out altogether and get rid of it and put in something new up there in a upcoming title. So before we go on into editing the fonts using CSS in the child theme, it's really cool, nifty, to be able to go into Inspect Element, find the element CSS selector that you're looking for, and if you're a Dreamweaver user, you could do all this internally in Dreamweaver, and we have a section on setting up Dreamweaver to edit WordPress themes over in the Dreamweaver WordPress video tutorial series.